Hello and welcome to a new video and Merry Christmas. Hello, so today I know it is still kind of early for most people to be talking about Christmas, but for me, I start celebrating literally November 1st, if not earlier. So I'm coming to you with my first Christmas themed video, or holiday themed video. It doesn't have to be Christmas. I have my Griswold family Christmas shirt on. I have my Christmas mug that says I still believe, and I have propped my Christmas tree up so you can see it in the shot better. This is actually up literally all year round, just so you know, and I'm pretty sure it's from like the year 2000. But anyway, today I want to do a holiday gift idea video. So if you are looking for some bookish gift ideas for friends or family, I've come up with just a couple ideas. This is going to be a pretty quick video. I might do another one of these. It might be a little bit of a series this year because this is just what I could think of right now. Firstly, the most obvious gift for a bookish friend or family member is a book. So I have a couple recommendations on different genres, and these are all more young adult, youngish person. Not to say someone older could not read one of these, but this is just a lot of the books I've read this year that I've really enjoyed. Firstly, in mystery, one of my all-time favorites is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. This is for someone who likes mysteries, maybe likes science, does like romance. This series has all of those in it, and it's absolutely fantastic. Audrey Rose and Thomas, they have my heart. It's so good. I love this series. I love the mystery. I love the Jack the Ripper aspect of the story in the first one, and I love how strong Audrey Rose is as she fights to be a part of the story and be able to participate in the science and the crime aspect of everything, and it's just so good. I have not met a person who did not enjoy this book, so if you know someone who likes mystery, I really think they would like this one. Another mystery that I really like is A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. I have talked a lot about this series on this channel, but it is one of my absolute favorite book series. It is so much fun, so if you have a friend who likes Sherlock or likes any mystery show, they will really like this series. I promise. It is such a fun series, and you can just devour them so quickly. I read all four of the books, four of them, yeah, in literally like a month, if that, and that was with waiting for shipping times of ordering the next ones. They were so good. They're so much fun. There's a little bit of romance, a lot of angst, and just some really interesting mysteries. I will say trigger warning for addiction throughout the series, but other than that, absolutely fantastic. I love them so much, and I honestly want to reread them. Next, and I'm sure this won't surprise anyone, but my fantasy rec is going to be the Throne of Glass series. This is Heir of Fire, the third one, but I don't have the other ones with me. This is a brick of a book, but Throne of Glass is a really great series, I think, for any fantasy reader if they haven't read it yet. It's such a big series. It's something they can really get into. It's a very immersive world with some really great characters, and I think to some people this series can be a hit or miss, but honestly, everyone is willing to read it that I know. Everyone wants to give it a try and see if they like it, and most of the people I know like it. I know in this book and on, this series kind of takes a turn from what it originally is. I haven't read this one yet, but the first book at least is really good, and I think any person would be happy to receive it as a gift, and I really like it. And Sarah J Maas has such a wide world of books to dive into, so if that is their like introduction to Sarah J Maas, it's a really good gift to give because there's so many more books that you could go on to read. Next, the one I have the most recommendations for is the romance genre, because that is predominantly what I have been reading this year, so those are the books that are on the forefront of my mind. I've got two kind of pathways to go here. So if you know someone who wants to read something maybe a bit more popular, you know, very in the vein of like that illustrated cover kind of vibe, and it be more contemporary, that kind of romance, and maybe not so much as graphic as and like steamy as some of the other like mass market paperback romances tend to be. I would recommend The Wedding Date by Jasmine Gilroy. I read this summer and absolutely adored it. It is so much fun, and to top, it is also written by a woman of color, which whenever you can support women of color and try and get this book world to be more diverse, that would be great. She's by no means the first woman of color to get really popular as a romance author, but she's a big name out there right now, and I have really enjoyed all of her books. I have read all 5 of them, and I do think that this one is still my favorite out of the 5. It is so much fun. It is about this like fake dating trope. The main heroine goes to a wedding with the hero as a fake date, and then they kind of fall in love for real, and it is just a really cute, fun love story, and it's perfect for the holidays. Even though it takes place mostly in the summer, it's a fun one that you can just like curl up on the couch with a cup of hot coffee and just devour it, because it is such a fun read, and I really enjoyed it. I think that if there's anyone who's not sure if they really like romance or if they are kind of wanting to get into romance, this would be a perfect book to gift them, because it's a really nice like dip your toes in the water kind of book into romance, because it's not too steamy, it's not too like silly, I guess you could say. It kind of teeters on being women's fiction in romance, so it's a really good book to get started with, and I think a lot of people would really enjoy this. Next, if you have someone you know enjoys romance and they haven't read these already, I think you should gift The Rogue of Fifth Avenue and The Prince of Broadway by Joanna Shupe. This is the first and this is the second in the series. I don't own the third, but either way, these books, I literally cannot explain to you how much I love them. They're so good. The third one as well. The third one might even be my favorite. I don't know. I can't decide. They're all so good. Joanna Shupe has a way of transporting you into this Gilded Age New York setting. It's so magical. I love the characters. The sisters that are the heroines of the 3 books are so strong and fierce and very like independently minded, and they just want to pave their own way in the world, despite the fact that it's the early 1900s and it's not quite the world for women that it is now, obviously, but they don't care and they want to do what they want to do, and they are so awesome and I love them. And then the heroes, we've got some really fun heroes in these books. In the first one, we have the family's lawyer, so it's sort of a forbidden romance almost, because he works for her dad. He isn't supposed to be with the eldest daughter of this family, obviously, but doesn't stop them. And this is such a good book. This is the first one, so this, if you do want to gift these books, I would start with this one. It's not entirely important. These could theoretically be read out of order, but if you read the second or the third one, you'll be spoiled for the first one, so it's not a huge deal. Historicals can usually go out of order, but I would start with this one. I really enjoyed this. And then the second one follows the middle sister and a criminal, basically. He owns a casino and he doesn't always play by, you know, the legal rules of New York, and she decides she wants to open a casino for women, so she goes to him for advice, and it is so much fun. This book. Also, both of these, so steamy, but so good. Like, some of the best steamy scenes I have read in a historical. 10 out of 10, loved them. This one especially, so good. So good. I can't even explain to you. I love this one so much. I also love the third one. I love them all. But definitely, if you have someone who likes romance in your life and they have not read these, please give them to them because they're so good. Next, if you have someone who likes nonfiction in your life, I would definitely recommend the memoir that came out by Elton John last year called Me. I read it in January and absolutely loved it. It was actually a gift I got for Christmas last year, and I think you should pay it forward and give it as a gift for someone else. The paperback also just came out. I thought it was so much fun. Elton has so many funny stories and just so much heart and truth and love, and it's just so much fun. There was a lot of really great lessons learned in the book, and honestly, who doesn't love Elton John? So it would be a really fun gift. Like, you could give the memoir and maybe one of his records, either CD or vinyl, and it would be a really cute little gift basket to give someone. Next, if you don't want to give someone a book necessarily, you want to give them some Bookish merch, I have some recommendations for that too. I'm just sort of going to list off some of the stuff, and I will leave links down below to help try and find some of these ideas. I know some of these Etsy shops are not active anymore, but I will link the ones that are. So bookmarks are a great thing to give. I love receiving bookmarks. This is one I got recently. I read So I Don't Have to Talk to You. He is someone I found on TikTok, and he makes bookmarks on Etsy. I will definitely link his down below. He's got some Joe Biden and Kamala Harris bookmarks that I really want to buy soon. This is from Half Price Books. The book was better, so even if you're just going to Barnes & Noble or your local like used bookstore, they usually will have bookmarks there to pick up. This is probably my favorite bookmark I own. It says Always, it's metal, and it's got Snape on it. This I bought at Comic-Con years ago, so I don't know who made it, but if you search metal bookmarks on Etsy, you can definitely find some stuff like this. These are done by the same artist. It is a Court of Mist and Fury quote and a Star Wars quote. I will try and find the Etsy shop to this. I don't know if she is still active, but I bought these quite a few years ago now, but I love the handmade art, and those are really great gifts you can give someone because they're also very unique, and you can find stuff that's really specific to maybe something that they like. One other one is this Outlander one. I, again, don't know if I'll be able to find the Etsy store that made this, but if I do, I will link it below. It's, again, very beautiful, like handmade art, and I just love bookmarks like this. Other like bookish merch you could do is like art prints like this. This is actually from a box, so I don't know if this is something you could buy, but go on Etsy and there is so much stuff you could get like this. This is a Stalking Jack the Ripper print from the 4th book, Audrey, Rose, and Thomas at their wedding. That didn't go well, but whatever. And it's like that on the front, and there's a skull on the back. One of my absolute favorite art prints that I own. And then you could also do a book sleeve. I know there are lots of book sleeve on Etsy. This is again from that Stalking Jack the Ripper box with Audrey, Rose, and Thomas, but there are book sleeves you can buy on Etsy. I know Jess from Peace Love Books makes book sleeves, so maybe I will link hers down below. I haven't bought one of them. I'm gonna be honest, I don't use book sleeves a lot, but that's because I'm not traveling with my book very often because we're not traveling anywhere right now. But it is a very practical and cute gift that you can make just really cute choices with, because there's so many fun patterns and so many different fandoms that you could get it with. Another fun one is Bookish candles. So I don't have, this is the only Bookish candle I have. It smells like birthday cake. It is a very merry on birthday. I have no idea. Oh, it's made by Geeky Girl Scents. I'm guessing she was on Etsy. I don't know if she still exists. I won this in a giveaway like 5 years ago. And why I still have this and haven't used it, I don't know. I should probably just burn it, but it's a very fun gift. I will say for me, candles can get a bit expensive, and so it's not something I rarely buy them for myself, let alone as gifts. I just think they are a little expensive, but I think sometimes for a lot of people that could be worth it. I don't know if I use candles enough to justify $25 on a candle, but they are a lot of fun scents. There's also wax melts you could get, and it's just really fun when they're like fandom themed. They're just way better than regular candles. Life is a page turner, or India on BookTube has a candle business, so I will link hers down below. I definitely want to purchase something from her store during this Christmas season. There's lots of other ideas for bookish merch. You can literally type in bookish merch into Etsy, and there's so much stuff, and I definitely recommend buying from there because there's a lot of great handmade gifts. I do plan on getting a lot of my gifts from Etsy this year. Don't know what yet, but I love shopping on there. And lastly, if you really have no idea what to give, your friend or your family member that is into books, just get them a gift card to Barnes & Noble, Half Price Books, like some like other used bookstores or whatever is around you. I promise they will be happy with that. I get a lot of book type gift cards for Christmas because everyone like realistically knows that's what I'm gonna spend money on anyway. So, and I love it. I love to go to the bookstore and shop and spend my gift cards. So you really can't go wrong with that. Even if it's just $10, that's a book or two that they can get. And it's really, really fun to go shopping. And even I have done this in the past before. If someone got me a gift card for, say, Barnes & Noble, I will invite them to go shopping with me, and you know, that's kind of part of the gift. It's just some time spent together. So I hope you enjoyed my Christmas holiday gift ideas for a bookish family or friend. And if you have any other requests for book recommendations, I have read a lot of books and I've worked at bookstores for years, so I have become quite well versed in helping people pick out books for gifts around Christmas time. So if you have any other requests, I would happily do a part 2 of this. I love the holiday season. It is my favorite time of year, and I will also be trying to brainstorm some other holiday themed videos. Maybe I will do like a Christmas reading vlog or something, or like packing all my Christmas presents. That sounds like so much fun. Oh my god. Okay, I am going to go now, but I hope you enjoyed. Comment down below if you have any bookish gift ideas that you're planning on giving people. I am doing a Secret Santa of books exchange with some of my friends on Bookstagram, which I am so excited for. So if you have any gift ideas or need any gift ideas, go ahead and comment down below, and then like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!